Well, hello Slicers, this is Larry Gold from Essex in London, and I was honoured last Thursday to go to the Blu Ray premiere of Wolverine. It was very kind of you to ask me, and it was a great evening. And yes, I know this is scary looking at me, but I'm trying to copy Wolverine, you see. And also we have a thing over here called Movember, where everybody grows beards and moustaches and looks quite scary. Anyway, as you can see, I'm a Wolverine fan. This is my special edition from the first one, which I picked up in the good old US of A when I was over there. I liked the first one. I thought it was a lot different to the second one. A lot of people saying the second one is better, but I think the first one was just a totally different film. I liked the character life Scriber played, and that's probably not the way to spell his name. And if that is so, I apologise. But I thought he was good, and he shared the screen with Hugh Jackman as in this model. But for this film, The Wolverine, Hugh Jackman had to sort of take it all on his own shoulders, sort of thing, which he done well. He takes the part really well. It's like a second skin for him, I suppose. You know, you can't really think of anyone else as Wolverine. Anyway, on to my experience last Thursday. We went to a place called the Hospital Club, which was near Covent Garden, which is London, one of the biggest tourist spots. And it was a lovely venue, nice big screen, and Abby laid on some free grub and some beer and wine, which is very nice. Went down very well, and a nice little chat with her and before the film, and there was lots of other people there who were chatting about all sorts of things. I think they were from blogs and stuff like that. So that was all good. Then we sat down for the film, the extended edition, which lasted, I think, near enough 2.5 hours. Now, I'd never seen this film before. I missed it at the cinema, so I was sort of a Wolverine 2 virgin, if you know what I mean. Okay, right. Anyway, before we started, I hope Abby doesn't mind me mentioning this, but she came out with a brilliant quote, as we are the outsiders, but we are the cool ones, she says, as we are all the geeks, all the other people outside are the abnormal ones. So I thought that was pretty cool. Right, on to the film, and first of all, a downer, I'm afraid. You know, it started off where you had a B-29 flying and a bomb drops, and suddenly a mushroom cloud, and suddenly it clicks. That's the Fat Man bomb over Nagasaki, a nuclear bomb. Now, I don't think this was necessary for this film. I don't think it added anything to the film. I think it was just done for shock value, as it was done for Terminator 2. But in Terminator 2 it meant something, and it added to the film, and it was part of the whole heritage of the film. It run through the films, and it did happen in the films. Well, this to me was just pure shock value, and they're in the well, he's protecting him, Logan's protecting the other bloke who I can't remember the name of, and suddenly they get out the well and it's a sunny day. Now it's 25 years later, and what about radioactive material? If they're going to do this in a film, do it proper. Don't just throw it in to shock people. You know, put a bit of meat on the bones. You know, you can't just say he's in the well for how long? There's radioactive material for years. You know, people aren't fools. So I thought that was totally unnecessary. It didn't need to be in the film. And years ago, that subject wouldn't have been touched with a barge pole. Anyway, got that out of the way. The film becomes much more enjoyable, much more escapism, and much more lots of action. And boy, there is a lot of action. Hugh Jackman is excellent. The fight scenes are really good, but I found them a little bit like Quantum of Solace. Too much, too quick. Just too much. You know, let the story build up a little bit. The action scenes were good, but I just felt it was too many. Anyway, Okay, so as I said, it becomes much more fun. They go over to the land of the rising sun, which you don't get many films doing that. Give it credit for that. And that was interesting. But I have to admit, this is probably going to upset a few people. It did remind me You Only Live Twice. I was expecting to see Sean Connery pop out in a minute. Sorry. But maybe that's just me, because you know I'm a big 007 fan. No, it was good. The story moved on, and there was some good bits in it, a bit of humour with the Love Hotel and stuff like that. I like the characters in it, except for Viper. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't like her. I don't know if I've ever seen her before, or was she a model turned actress or whatever, but I just didn't like her as an actress, and I didn't think much of the part she played. And you know, they build these characters up to be so powerful, and they just bump them off like in 2 seconds in a lot of films, which really sort of annoys me. You know, if they're going to build these characters up to be some sort of super person or whatever, you know, they should take longer than to die than 2 seconds. Anyway, maybe that's me, but as I said, I've got it on order, and I enjoyed the film. He was good in it, Hugh Jackman, superb. It really is his film, this one, and he does really well. They showed a few deleted clips, and they showed a trailer for the new X-Men film. Wow, man, now that one I think I shall be going to the cinema for. Anyway, so thanks again, Slice of Sci-Fi, for inviting me to the do last Thursday. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I would love to do anything more if you got anything going on. As you know, I'm a massive geek, and I know there's others out there now. So it's all good. So thanks again. Thank you to Abby for being a great hostess, and for the free grub and food, and for the chat. And it was good. Excellent. So that's me signing out from Essex, London, the UK. Au revoir. Avita saying bye.